Hi, I'm Mark Gifford, Director of Product Marketing for Low Brass for Conn-Selmer Incorporated, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about proper care and maintenance for your student trombone. First of all, I'm going to go over what you'll typically find in a trombone care kit. This particular care kit contains slide oil, a snake for cleaning, a mouthpiece brush, slide grease, and a polishing cloth. First, we'll start with the mouthpiece brush. It's a good idea to clean out your mouthpiece at least once a week to prevent the buildup of food particles and anything else that may gather inside the mouthpiece. What this will do is help keep it sanitary and also help keep the dimensions and the inside profile clean. If things start to build up in there, it's going to start performing differently and probably not as good as what it was intended to do. So, cleaning your mouthpiece is a very important thing to maintain the performance of your instrument. Do this, like I said, at least once a week. The easiest way to do that is to use some warm, soapy water, use a mild detergent, use your mouthpiece brush, scrub the inside of the mouthpiece, and use a rag and clean the exterior of the mouthpiece and rinse it off really well, and that's really all there is to it. Secondly, we'll talk a little bit about the hand slide. If you notice the hand slide starting to get a little slow or scratchy, you can use some slide oil to lubricate it. Take your slide lock, disengage the slide lock, and separate the outer hand slide from the inner hand slide. Take your slide oil, add just a few drops of slide oil to the very bottom of the inside slides. And then put the outer slide back together. Then you can kind of work in the oil. If you notice your main tuning slide starting to get a little stiff or scratchy, you can take a clean cloth, wipe off the excess slide grease and dirt from the inside slide tube here, and also the inside slide tube here, adding a little bit of the slide grease to the very end of the tube. And then working the slide grease in. You can do that on both sides, and then you can reinstall your tuning slide and then wipe off any excess that may be left over. Now, for cleaning, where you would use the snake, recommend that you clean your trombone out, I would say once a month, and it's very easy to do. What you'll need to do is to get a large tub. Bathtub works the best. Put a towel, regular bath towel, at the bottom of the bathtub. Fill the tub up with some warm, soapy water using a mild dish detergent. You can disassemble the slide components and put them into the tub, submerge them in the water, let them soak, resting the components on the towel that you have in the bottom of the tub. Let them soak for a few minutes. You can use your snake to scrub out the inside of the slide tubes, going all the way down through till you see it come out the other side. Like that. And you can pull it back through. You can do that to both the inside slide and also repeat it on the outside slide. Going down and just scrubbing gently. And you can feel when it hits the bottom, so you just want to make sure that the brush is down here right now. So you just want to make sure you scrub a little bit down through here in the slide crook. And then do the other side as well. You can also put your bell section into the tub also. Just make sure you pull the tuning slide out, submerge the tuning slide in the bell section, and you can use the snake to scrub the inside tubes through here, down through the length of the gooseneck, and then also you can use this to scrub out the inside of the tuning slide. Okay, so after your horn has been washed and rinsed, you want to empty out any excess water that's on the inside of the instrument, and then what you'll need to do is to swab out the inside tubes on this outer slide to make sure there's no extra moisture left over to prepare it for lubrication. Now the way to do that would be to purchase a cleaning rod that you can buy at any good music store, and then just need to get a small strip of clean cotton cloth around this size, and to make sure that it's not too large, and I'll show you in a minute why. So you'll notice at the end of the cleaning rod there's a slot. You want to put the edge of the cloth through the slot, pull it through a little bit, wrap the cloth around the end of the cleaning rod, and then kind of twist the cloth so that it's small and compact. From here, you can then use this and insert it and swab out the inside of the slide tube. Now, it's important to keep the cloth around this size, because if it gets too large, you're going to end up having too much material to go on the inside of the slide tube, and it may get stuck. From here, once you have it swabbed out, you can take your slide oil. You can actually use that same cloth to wipe off the inside slide tubes. You can add a few drops of slide oil on the end of the inside slide tubes, and then put the two parts back together. After you get your bell section cleaned, you can wipe off the inside slide tubes, re-grease the ends, and put the main tuning slide back together. When you are done playing your instrument on a daily basis, it's a good idea to take your polishing cloth and wipe off any excess fingerprints or grease from the outside of the instrument. Again, this is to help protect the finish. Your body has acids and oils in it that will eventually start to erode the lacquer. So if you wipe off any fingerprints and oil from the outside of the instrument before you put it away, it will help your finish last a lot longer also, both on the hand slide and the bell section. You just take the bell section, making sure that the bell is seated into the case. Make sure that you do not get the slide in the wrong way. If that's the case, the slide may not be seated properly and may cause damage on the inside of the case if it is not positioned properly. So make sure, if you'll notice, there's a little depression right here where the hand slide goes. And then once you have it in position, lower the flap, snap it to keep the slide in place, and you can close the case. You'll notice that there's a little bit of a gap when you close the case. This is normal. This is allowing the foam on the inside of the case to compress and to hold the horn in place. So you just pull it together, compress it, and then you can latch the 3 latches on the outside. And there you have it. This is Mark Gifford, Director of Product Marketing for Low Brass for Conn-Selmer Incorporated, and I've been talking to you about proper care and maintenance on student trombones. This is the King 606 trombone, manufactured in Eastlake, Ohio.